Ladies and gentlemen, today it's a brand new technology about refrigeration. Remember, this is TV 250. Please hit subscribe and share, and also if you have any question, leave it in the comment below. We are here for you. Let's get started. Today we are going to see how refrigerant get into the system. In other words, we are going to discover how refrigeration is done in the refrigeration system. As you see on this figure, these are the components of the refrigeration system, where the refrigerant has to circulate in this pipe so as to carry out the refrigeration process. Yes, we know that refrigerant has to be introduced in the system, and such process is called charging. Charging is the process by which refrigerant gets into the system. But before starting this process, there is one important process we have to begin with, which is evacuation. Evacuation is the process of removing unwanted impurity in the system. Such impurities include dust, moist air, and gases. Such impurities should be removed before starting charging. The process of evacuation requires some of the main components to perform this work. The main one we are going to see here are manifold for measuring pressure, low and high, vacuum pump for removing such impurities as discussed above, and self-sync valve. This is the vacuum pump externally, and also this is the vacuum pump showing the external parts. Such parts include rotor, shaft, and compressor. During evacuation, the pump will be connected in this way. As you see, this is manifold, the low pressure side in a blue color and high pressure side in red color. This is the sectioned manifold showing the internal construction of manifold. Here, as you see, all the valves high and low are closed, and the one which is in red color, you know that it is high pressure side, and on the other hand we have the blue one, which is for low pressure side. Now let's see charging method. We have two charging methods, which are liquid charging and vapor charging. By starting from vapor charging, it is mainly used for small system. For small system, it is recommended to charge with vapors. Another advantage of this method, it is the fastest method, because liquid refrigerant should not be introduced in the compressor. For vapor charging, the connection of manifold is done on the compressor. There is no problem of connecting manifold on the compressor because we are dealing with vapor charging, and we know that compressor has no any effect with vapor instead of liquid refrigerant. The lower side of the manifold should be connected to the suction side of the compressor, and the high side of the manifold should be connected to the high side of the compressor, and then the main inlet of the manifold should be connected to the cylinder where vapor refrigerant has to be charged from. And then during charging, high pressure side of the manifold should be closed because no need of opening high side of the manifold. We are dealing with only low side of the manifold because it is the vapor charging, not liquid charging. After looking vapor charging, we are now going to see liquid charging. Liquid charging, it is mainly found on the large system. For large system charging with liquid refrigerant, during this work, liquid charging is the best choice because when you use vapor charging for large system, it will take you a long time to fulfill the work. So it is better to use liquid charging. By the connection of manifold and cylinder during liquid charging, it is done on the receiver. As you see on the chart, manifold should be connected on the receiver, high side should be connected on the receiver, low side should be connected on the inlet of compressor, and the charging valve should be connected to the cylinder. You can ask yourself why they connect manifold on the receiver, and the answer is simple. We know that compressor is not liquid refrigerant friendly, so it's better to connect on the receiver where liquid has to be stored on the receiver and then pass to the expansion device to the evaporator, and after that process the liquid become low saturated vapor, and then enter in the compressor without any causing damage to the compressor.